welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing our May Plan With Me video. I've been watching a lot of Plan With Me videos in the past couple of months and I want to do my own version. So I started last week for April. If you haven't watched that one yet, you can go check it out in the cards up above and down below. Today we're doing our May version. I'll be updating you on a couple of things, including new content planner app that I've been using, my physical planner, and a little bit of goals and my Notion updates. I'm gonna stop talking and let's get into this video. If you haven't been to my channel yet, welcome. My name is Holly from Life with Holly Lifestyles. I'm so excited to share with you my life as an entrepreneur and my tips and tricks for business. I also share a lot of desk productivity and lifestyle videos, so if you're interested in any of that or all of that, make sure to subscribe. And let's start with the first thing. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about our goals update. In my last video, I shared the goals for Q2, and for the month of April I haven't done much. The reason is because my small business Poyinhan will be attending a planner conference in DC, which by the time you're watching this video I am still in DC, and we have been doing a lot of prep work this month, so this month has been all over the place. Since I'll be away for almost a week, I had to pre-plan my videos and film and edit more than I normally do, so this month didn't go that well, but that's okay. So my goal for this month is first fix my Notion, because I did mention in my last video that I normally use Notion for my content planner, but then I switched into this new app called Rella, which I will talk about in a second. And I've been wanting to use Notion more for my home stuff, my projects, and just personal stuff, which I was supposed to work on and fix, but I haven't done that yet, so that's gonna be something for May. And then my other plan is to get back and wake up earlier, have my morning routine. I've been wanting to do this since the beginning of this year, but I haven't. So I've learned to not be so harsh on myself and just slowly get things done. We're going to start with waking back up early again, and then hopefully after that I'll be able to have my morning routine, which includes reading, exercise, and a little bit of meal planning. So that's the little update on my goals and my Notion, but I wanted to share a little bit about the Notion, so let's get in. So here's how my Notion currently looks. I did have my Life with Holly in my private, but then I moved it into this workspace area so that it's kind of separated. I also have collected a lot of things from the last couple of years since using Notion. So there's a lot of things that I should be archiving and putting away and kind of fixing things that I want to fix and update any pages that I want. I want to use my Notion for more of my personal stuff so that I can keep track of different projects and just things in general. So I do have this personal page here that I haven't really used. I used to have habits here, which I don't have anymore, which I would love to add back in the future. I have my family page, which is with the hubby. We actually went down and did all this stuff, and then we haven't used it since. So as you see here, we have this 2023 house maintenance kind of page that we haven't even done any of it yet. As you see, everything is basically, we just did our planning and then we never did it. So I would like to get back into this and kind of go through everything that we've done. And I really like planning in this because that way we can have everything ready to go. If we have any home projects, we can have that already. This definitely needs an update, but most of this stuff still needs to be done. We have only done the flower bed. We're still working on the patio makeover, and then we do have our photo frame wall ready. We just need to put photos in. So these are things that I want to work on, at least with the hubby, in the next couple of weeks. We have a Christmas present area which we should reorganize, because sometimes we do purchase things when we see it on sale or we just see a good deal on it. We purchase before so that we don't have to think about it during Christmas time, and that's one of the top things I want to work on first. And the other things I want to do is have my travel plans. I got this template, I don't remember where, but I got it a while ago and I haven't really used it again. A similar concept. I did start planning on it and then it just never really happened. I feel like a lot of the things I have to do is just simplify things. So for example, we went to Hawaii a couple years ago and I felt like a lot of the stuff was extra, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to fill it and stuff like that. So then I ended up not using it. So kind of something like this, just need to fix, and so that I can track things a little bit better. The other two things that I want to do that are my personal channel is recipes to keep track of all the recipes that I enjoy. I find a lot of recipes on TikTok, on Instagram, and I usually just send them to the hubby or I save them myself, but I kind of forget about it. So having a list of recipe stuff would be really, really good. And then last but not least, I want to work on is my reading stuff. So I've been wanting to do more reading this year and I've been doing a little bit of it, and I want to keep track of all the books that I purchase so that I make sure that I read them and whether they're a book type or ebook. So I'm starting to keep track of this. I actually worked on this a couple months ago, so I still need to update this because I did purchase some new books. But so far, this one I think would be really good to just kind of keep track that I've read the book and keep it super simple. I don't need to do any reviews or anything about it. I just want to make sure that I know that I either have the book or that it's an ebook, and that if I read it or haven't read it yet. And another thing is if I'm reading it, make sure to finish reading these books first before starting a new book. That's kind of good to see too, because sometimes when you're reading multiple books at the same time, it kind of get confusing because I don't even know what I'm reading anymore. So the next thing I want to talk about is an update on Rella. If you haven't heard about Rella yet, it is a content planner that is made for creators. A month or two ago, I decided that I'm going to be focusing on this and testing it out. Natalie, who's the founder of this app, is super genius. I love everything that they have done so far, and I love how they will update things based on what creators want. So I'm going to share my little update with you guys because I have finally fully used it for a whole month. I've been planning all my content in here, which includes Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and I want to share my thoughts on it for you finally. So I want to share some of my favorite things that I have been loving in here. First off is your IG feed area. You can actually upload your photos in there and that you can kind of see your feed in general. This is really good so I can kind of see how things look before I post it, and if I need to change anything, it is super easy to do because I'm already in this app. Second thing I've been loving is that seeing everything at a glance has been super good and I really, really enjoy it. You have your ideas page on the left side, which I only have some YouTube ideas. Usually my YouTube ideas are kind of thinking how much time I have during that week and if I'm able to film that video, because some videos can be longer than other videos. And then I love how you can see your task list at the bottom also. It can be anything from filming or editing and any other admin tasks that you may want to put in here. And then last but not least, you have your whole calendar view, which is amazing. And you can kind of see everything at a glance, which I absolutely love. You can also see it in a weekly basis or daily or even in a list, but usually I use monthly the most. While there are amazing things about this app, there are also things that I wish they improved or things that personally I wish are a little bit different. First thing is having status for your videos. Since I do post TikTok daily and Instagram 3 times a week, sometimes I wish I'm able to see the progress that I'm in and where I'm at. I was able to do this in Notion where you can kind of see if I'm still filming, if I'm editing, or if the content is ready to go. And that's something that is one of the biggest things that I always want to see, because the last month I've been trying to make sure that I do have all my content ready to go for the week. But since I don't know the status, I am having to check again and again. And that has been a thing that I've been wishing that they had, and kind of view what status I'm at, if it's filmed, edit, or ready to go. Another thing I wish is that you can move things around easily. Sometimes I might schedule something. For example, I scheduled this new color themed down on Monday, but I wanted to move it to the 3rd. But instead of letting you drag it like you could in Notion, you actually have to go inside to the page and schedule and change the schedule manually. That's another thing that I've been wishing that it would be easier to use if I was able to just move things around super easily. Some other things that I wish that I had is that when I do have Instagram photos, when I try to repurpose it, it only shows Facebook posts. But nowadays, a lot of TikToks can also have photos, so I wish I was able to repost that as an image instead, but currently I think it is a little outdated, so now it's just only showing at Facebook posts. Some smaller details that I wish are being able to change the color palette of how this looks. Right now, red means TikTok, orange means YouTube, and The blue means Instagram. I wish we can change it to a color that is more of our branding or just more of a more neutral color in my opinion, but that's just a little design thing that I wish they had. Another little thing is that sometimes my content is not appearing in the area it's supposed to be, and then I have to refresh the whole feed for it to come back. Last but not least, I wish if I scheduled something that I'm able to put it back into ideas. Sometimes things change and I just want to put it back there. I still want to do it, but I just haven't set a date yet, so right now I just have to move it to a different date for now, but I wish I can move it back to the ideas and then bring it back in when I want to. But that's a little update of my Rella app. I've actually been still loving it, even though there are some things that I wish are a little different. I'll continue using it, and hopefully the Rella team will see my little review and hopefully can fix some of these problems. But other than that, let's get into the next section. Okay, so the last update we have is my planner. Last month I shared that I moved into the Classic Happy Planner because it is a lot bigger and that I'm able to have more space for my lists. As mentioned earlier, I've been filming and editing a lot more because of the trip that I'm having for a week, so that's why I need more space to write. I've been still loving the 2 days on one page with no schedule. That way I'm able to write all the lists that I need. As you can see, this is kind of how it looks, and then I'm able to check it off afterwards. So I've been loving that and still using 2 days on one page currently. Another thing that I've integrated into my planner is my monthly goals section from our goals insert. Just in case you didn't know, everything in this planner is from Point Hun, which is my planner and stationery shop. Obviously I use my own stuff, but feel free to go check it out if you haven't already. But I've been loving that I'm able to pre-plan some of the stuff for the week, just in case there's like certain things that I can't film till later on because I haven't received the product yet. So I'm able to kind of pre-plan and kind of see that at a glance every week that I go to. So we're gonna do a little bit of planning for May because I do have some things that I want to change. Last but not least, we finally have a leather cover for our Classic Happy Planner. This has been in the making for a couple of months now. This finalizes all our leather covers and it's available for every Discbound planner size we have. I've been loving it because it's super big. I can fit extra notepads in here, sticky notes and stuff, and it just keeps my planner super safe. This is a desk planner, so it just stays on my desk and it just feels really nice to have, and if I need to bring it, it kind of protects my planner, and yeah. Okay, so I am going to have a new goals month here. This one is for May. I'm gonna write down the weeks for May so that I can have that all ready to go. So there are 3 things that I need to split between the weeks of my May goals, which I will put on the right side, where I can just write my monthly to-do list. So the first thing I want to do is get back into a course. Since April was super busy, I wasn't able to get back into any courses. So there's one course that I really want to finish, which is called Spawn Master. It's basically a content creation course that kind of helps you with getting brand deals and stuff like that. So I really want to finish that so that I have all the knowledge that I need for when brand deals do come in, or if I want to reach out to other brands to do a brand deal. Next I have is Pinterest. I've always known trying to be in more platforms is better, but sometimes it's just overwhelming and a lot of work. I do get some good feedback from Pinterest, but I do want to add more stuff, and sometimes it just really needs time to do. Just sitting down and just spending an hour or two to just work on it and upload some stuff. And then last but not least is my email list. I mentioned in a couple of videos ago that my email list, I am paying for it now. It is pretty pricey for a monthly fee, and I know I need to work on it, but I just haven't had a chance to. So creating more freebies, reaching out to my email list, and maybe even having some paid digital things, something I need to work on in this quarter. So I'm gonna start with email lists, and then some subtasks can be freebies, new digital product, and other ways. So these are the things that I need to work on that is not content related and that I can push it into one of these weeks. So I kind of see what week is more free, what week I don't have to do much things. So when I come back from my trip, I probably have a lot of things to do, so I'm not going to stick with the week 1. I probably will schedule it for the rest of the week when things get a bit better. And I'm just going to do that quickly right now. Okay, so this is what I have kind of worked out. Earlier was telling you about all the things I wanted to do, and I put it in my to-do list section here. And then I started to move things to places that I think would fit. So I kept my May 6th area kind of blank because just in case I need to catch up on any filming and stuff like that I've received products after I come back from my trip. So I kept that one blank for now. And then in the next couple of weeks, then I started moving things in there. So for example, Pinterest, I think I can start working on week 2 and then maybe even work on it again in week 4. So I can spread it out a little bit and just schedule some Pinterest posts. And then I have week 2 is to brainstorm the digital product or any freebie that I want to create and kind of write a little to-do list on that. And start doing some lessons on my course. So I have 2 lessons here, and then the week after I have another 2 lessons. And then for my newsletter, it's like split into different categories. So one is brainstorming, and then next one is sending out newsletter for something, and then hopefully having a new product by the end of the month. Everything is all just for now. You never know what's gonna happen. So it's all kind of like see how things go all at the same time. And then I have a section here which is called working on, so I know that I'm working on it, and then when it's complete I can check it off. And then I have a section for next month, and then if I have any daily to-dos that I might need to do, I can also write that here. For example, if it's like a habit or something, I can also kind of remind myself, and that's kind of where I'm at. The last thing I want to share is that I'm going to be adding another thing to my plan with me, is sharing the current book that I am reading. My goal is to read 1 book of the month, so it's going to definitely keep me accountable if I share with you every single month. That way, if you see me reading the same book next month, then you can comment down below and say you should be reading more. So the last couple of months, I've been reading this book here. This is called The Last Thing He Told Me. This is by Laura Dave. I am actually almost done this book, and I've been reading a lot this month, which I'm super proud of myself for. But that is the book I am reading this month. Feel free to share what you're reading down below, and if you think I like it, make sure to let me know. I would definitely want to check out other books that I can be reading. I do mix between physical books and my ebook reader. I do like physical books more, but sometimes when I'm on a plane, I do need some lighting. So having my e-reader is actually a lot better than carrying a heavy book. But that is it. And that's it for today's video. I'm excited to see what May brings, and I can't wait to update you again in the end of that month. I hope this has helped you in any way or give you any inspiration. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. Don't forget to follow me at Life with Holly Lifestyles on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!